These are 21 HR 06238 OM and 21 HR 13295 OM. These are both Huron Township versus Randy James Green. May I have your appearances, please?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Green. Mr. Green, would you tell the judge your name, please?
Randy James Green.
Your
Thank
Honor,
you.
today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. I've spoken with prosecution. I've spoken with Mr. Green. We do have a plea agreement where Mr. Green would be pleading guilty to one count of trespassing with the understanding the second count would be dismissed. And we're requesting time served in this matter, Your Honor. He has presently been incarcerated on this matter 9 days.
On which matter?
On the trespassing charges, Your Honor.
That's the only reason why he's in custody right now?
I believe so, yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Sir, you were able to hear Mr. Bowditch's comments just now regarding the plea in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that the court accepts your plea of guilty to one count of trespassing, that you will not have a trial of any kind in either of these matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you will not have the ability to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor.
And sir, you're entering these pleas freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Sorry, what's that, Your Honor?
I said, are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, is it true that on June the 4th, 2021 in Huron Township, which is County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you trespassed at the trailer park or mobile home community? I'm just looking for the name of it, Huron Estates.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood that you were not supposed to be at that property for any reason?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Foley Carter?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, the court accepts your plea of guilty to one count of trespass in the 6238 file and will dismiss the 3295 file as previously indicated by Mr. Bowditch. As for Mr. Bowditch's request that you receive credit for time served, the court cannot do that in its entirety. The court can
I think some of them, there is a personal bond.
there's warrant fee
And the other.
that cannot be waived, warrant and late fee, which would be $150. Other than that,
Well, he's 22.
the court would accept the 9 days as part of the sentence. Sir, are you able to pay $150 within 30 days of your release?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then we'll deem the matter resolved and closed out. Mr. Green, the only other concern of this court is that you have these two trespass cases, and I have reason to believe that you are not welcome at Huron Estates. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So even once you pay this $150 and you are released from Wayne County Jail, I would suggest that you not return there. Whatever it is that's drawing you back there, unless, well, whatever is drawing you back there, please ignore that call to return, okay?
Yes, so I have to pay the $150 to get out, or am I gonna?
No.
Do I have to pay? Oh,
Those
okay.
are
I got 30
completely
days to
independent
pay.
things.
Okay, so I got 30 days to pay the $150.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Foley Carter?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Green, good luck to you, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, ma'am, you and your staff have a wonderful day and be safe.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Mary Ann, I have a feeling that you'll need to talk to Heather about that one, but is there anything else ready? No.
No, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Ms. Hoskins. There we go. Oh, maybe not.
Mary Ann, could I go into a breakout room with Miss Foley Carter, please?
Yep, you're co-host, Jeff. You can go, you can move yourself around.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Buds.
Good morning. How are you?
I am super, sir. How have you been?
Pretty good. By the looks of that view of myself on the camera, I think I need a new hairdresser.
Oh, hush. Miss Foley Carter just went into a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch. If you need to speak to her, do you need to speak to her regarding Mr. Hubbard?
I don't believe so. The extent of our discussions, well, essentially, I'm going to request time to file a motion, and that's something that's just pretty straightforward.
Okay,
But if you think I should talk to her, I'll do it. I don't care one way or the other.
dealer's choice. While we're waiting for her to come back out, Mary Ann will look for a date to
Okay.
adjourn your pretrial to and use it as a motion date.
Okay, great.
I have August 11th at 9:30.
That's not so very good. What would be the next one after that?
August 25th at 9 o'clock.
That'd be fine. Sure, a nice day out.
It is beautiful.
Gotta find a place where it's like this all year round.
There's no fun in that. You need the snow of winter time to truly appreciate these beautiful days.
That's true. Very true.
Ms. Foley Carter, Mr. Bud is here if you're ready for. I just had that file. Mr. Hubbard, this is 22 HR 060530M, Huron Township versus Gregory Keith Hubbard. May I have your appearances, please?
Caitlin Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township, Your Honor.
Dennis Buds P 11352 on behalf of Gregory Keith Hubbard.
Are you expecting Mr. Hubbard this morning, sir?
He is in my office. We're in my waiting room.
Okay. Did you want to adjourn the arraignment to the motion date, or do you want to get the arraignment done?
May as well do it with the motion date.
Okay. Ms. Foley Carter, while you were in with Mr. Bowditch, Mr. Buzz indicated that he wanted to file a motion in this case. We were looking at the date of August 25th, 2022 at 9 a.m. back here with me. And unless you have an objection to it, I would adjourn the arraignment pretrial and set it as arraignment pretrial and motion date.
I have no objection, Your Honor.
Thank you. August 25th at 9 a.m. back here with me in number one. So Mr. Buzz, if you could just get that motion to Ms. Foley Carter with sufficient time for her to file a response before we reappear on that date. I'm presuming that your motion will be in line with the previous citations regarding this property and this issue?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very
I'll see
much,
you on the
both of you.
25th.
Your Honor, real
Thank
quick,
you.
is that by Zoom or in person?
I'm sorry,
Will that be by Zoom or in person?
Zoom, because the
Okay.
rest of your doc is in Zoom unless you just want to be here in person. You're always welcome.
Oh, I love to see you, but Zoom is totally fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Bye-bye.
Ms. Hoskins,
Yes.
this is 20HR110078OT. This is Huron Township versus Carolyn Hoskins. May I have your appearances, please?
Caitlin Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf of the defendant.
State
And
your
we
name
will-
for me, ma'am.
Oh, there we go.
Carolyn Danielle Hoskins.
Thank you.
And
Mr.
Your Honor,
Hadley, you
we'll-
were starting to say.
No, I was just, my apologies. I couldn't tell if I was, there we go. We'll waive the formal reading of the arraignment at this time, Your Honor. After speaking with Ms. Hoskins, it's our understanding that she's going to go ahead and plead today as to the driving with license suspended ticket. And would like to get this matter put behind her.
She's pleading straight up to the driving while license suspended.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know if she's since resolved her license issue?
It sounds like there's some tickets out of 34th. We discussed that she needs to get paid down. So what I think would be prudent is to get Ms. Hoskins onto a payment plan so as we can get the license issue resolved.
Ma'am, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You put your hand down. You were able to meet with Mr. Hadley and discuss the file this morning?
Yes.
You understand that you will be tendering a plea of guilty to driving while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
I understand that.
You understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Is it true that on October 19, 2020 in Huron Township, which is County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you, excuse me, you drove while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
I don't remember, but I have a ticket for it, so I guess so.
Satisfied, Ms. Foley Carter?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Hadley?
Absolutely, Your Honor. We're satisfied.
Ms. Hoskins, the court accepts your plea of guilty to driving while license suspended in this particular case. Mr. Hadley, any comment before fines and costs are assessed in this matter?
Ms. Hoskins, again, has acknowledged what kind of the issue and the hangup has been with the license. She's taking active steps to get this resolved so it doesn't continue to be an issue moving forward. Obviously, she's got some back fines to pay, so we would just ask this court to consider all that when issuing their sentence on today's driving with license suspended.
Ms. Hoskins, are you employed?
I'm in school
You're in school where?
it's called Heart to Heart Healthcare. I'm
How long have you been in school?
about 6 months.
How do you support yourself?
Child support and some I get help from the state.
Ms. Hoskins, what I will do is assess minimal fines and costs in this matter. You have warrant fees in this case that'll take the balance up, and you have outstanding matters in the court. So for this particular case, the court will assess a fine of $100, cost of $100. There's $75 mandatory crime victims fee. There's $50 show cost fee, $50 mandatory state costs, $200 in warrant fees, and $20 in fund fee. As indicated by Mr. Hadley, you are able to get a payment plan in this matter. This will add $545 to what you already owe the court. Ma'am, you were previously advised, and I'm advising you again, that you owe the court $1,902.20 in other unrelated matters. Ma'am, if you don't start making payments on these balances within the next 30 days, Mary Ann, we need to get Fred because this camera, something's going on. If you don't start making payments within the next 30 days, all that's going to happen is you'll be in default again, and it's just going to get, we're going to continue to be back here on this. I understand.
Can I turn
things
myself
are-
in? Can I turn myself in on any of it? Because I don't have the
You'd
money.
rather,
I don't
you'd
have the
rather
money.
go to jail?
I don't have the money, so that's what it's gonna end up being. I have a 4-year-old son. I don't have the money. I don't even have a place to live. Like, I'm trying to do a program so I can get a better job, and and the state is paying for the program. Michigan Works. I don't have the money.
Ms. Hoskins, if you want to talk to our collection department about converting some of this to community service, we can do that as well.
Okay.
But they would take your income into consideration. The payment plan would be on order of $50 a month, which might feel like a stretch. Yeah, we'll get Fred up here and I'll switch over to the other computer.
Your audio is still fine, Your Honor. We can hear you still.
He switched on my box yesterday, my computer camera system, and it's just, but in any event, Ms. Hoskins, I hear you and I understand you, and that's why I asked you where you working, because I wanted to assess minimal fines and costs because I saw you already had big issues here. The answer is not to turn yourself in, because even just the processing to go down there and be released is not worth it.
All right.
It's not, this is not an effort to penalize you. It's just the way that things are. We have agreements that we will conduct ourselves in a certain way, and the payment plan, like I said, they'll take your income into consideration. Anything
Okay.
else, Ms. Foley Carter?
Your Honor, I would just like to let Ms. Hoskins know that she also has similar warrants out of 35th and 18th District Court.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Thank you. That resolves this matter. Good luck to you in school, Ms. Hoskins.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Fred.
Your Honor, we are ready on Mr. Turrentine.
Yes, sir. This is 21HR 06892 AOT. This is Huron Township versus Devon Turrentine. May I have your appearances, please?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Turrentine. Mr. Turrentine, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Devin Turrentine.
I need you to turn your video on for me, please, sir. Mr. Bowditch, today is the date and time for the pretrial in this matter. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we've had a chance to discuss this matter. Mr. Turrentine wishes to take the mercy of the prosecutor and plead to an added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive his vehicle with the understanding the original charge would be dismissed.
Mr. Turrentine, you were able to hear Mr. Bowditch just now?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, is it your understanding that you'll be tendering a plea of guilty to the added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and that the original driving while license not valid would be dismissed?
Yes, ma'am.
I forgot that fast. Mr. Turrentine, did I have you raise your right hand?
No.
Raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Correct.
Thank you. Sir, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, ma'am.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
All right.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Sir, is it true that on June 18, 2021 in Huron Township, which is County Wayne, State of Michigan, you allowed an unlicensed driver to drive?
Correct.
Satisfied, Ms. Foley Carter?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Sir, the court accepts your plea of guilty to the added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. The original count of driving while license not valid is dismissed. Is there anything you'd like to say before fines and costs are imposed, sir?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir, the court will impose a fine of $100, cost of $100. There's $75 crime victim fee. There's a $50 show cause fee for a previous failure to appear, $100 in warrant fees, $50 mandatory state costs, $50 late fee, and $20 fund fee. I believe that puts us at $545. Sir, are you able to pay that within 5 days, or do you need a payment plan?
I would like a payment plan.
Sir, there is a representative from the court's collection department. We'll transfer you in to speak with her. She can roll that into your existing payment plan with the court, okay?
Okay.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Foley Carter?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Turrentine, again, wait to be moved into the breakout room with the collections department, sir. Have a good day.
We're ready on Asian Bucarelli. Mr. Hadley, I'm sorry I stole Miss Bucarelli from you, but she's an acquaintance of mine.
That's okay. She had a chance to speak with 2 attorneys today, and she's
Okay.
sounds like she's ready to go, if I understand
But
correctly.
again, I'm sorry I stole her from you.
This is 22HR 058520M. This is Huron Township versus Bucarelli. May I have your appearances, please?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Bucarelli.
Ma'am, state your name for the record.
Asian Bucarelli.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial in this matter. Mr. Bowditch, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, this is an ordinance violation. I've spoken with Ms. Foley Carter about it. We have an agreement to adjourn this matter for 30 days so Ms. Bucarelli may complete what the township wishes.
That new date will be
August 25th at 8:30.
August 25th, 2022 at, you said 8:30?
Yes.
Thank you. 8:30 a.m. back here in courtroom number 1 for defendant to complete compliance with township request.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Foley Carter?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll see you back here on August 25th. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I thought, did Mr. Mays arrive?
Yeah, it looks like the clerks put him in Caitlin's waiting room.
Breakout room, yeah. I know, Mr. Haley, I'm here.
It comes in and out a little bit. It's we get a little strobe effect going today. It's all good.
Well, I've been watching Stranger Things, and so this is making me think of that with the flashing and the strobes and stuff, except I'm not Vecna, so.
Good show.
I can only watch it during the day.
Gets a little spooky when it's you start hearing the noises at night.
Well, I have a light that flickers, and so when that light is on and it's flickering in the hallway, I'm always concerned. And I don't have a giant vat of salt water to hide in, so yeah. Sorry, Mr. Bowditch.
I'm gonna freshen up my cup of joe real quick.
Is Gina Boyce and Georgina Boyce the same person? I think so, huh?
Your Honor, I do have a couple dismissals if you want to do those while we're waiting.
Okay, there's 22 HR 05849 A and B. These are Huron Township versus Kristen Bryant. There is notification in the file from the prosecutor that those cases are dismissed. Court will enter the dismissals. There's 21 HR 07343 OM. That's Brendan McClanahan. There's notification in the file from the prosecutor that that case is dismissed. The court will enter the dismissal. Were there others, Ms. Foley Carter?
There is Michael Ansberger, scheduled at 8:40.
That's 22 HR 05856 OM Huron Township versus Michael Ansfelder. Notification of file from the prosecutor, the case is to be dismissed. The court will enter the dismissal. The other one, Ms. Foley Carter, is 220H01193 OM. It's Huron Township versus Daryl Floyd. The court received communication from the defendant's attorney yesterday that Mr. Floyd was unavailable. And this matter is adjourned to August the 25th at 9 a.m. If brother counsel didn't reach out to you, my apologies, but that was late yesterday that we got that notification.
She did. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay. I saw her last night and I told her about the fact you could smell it in that center hallway. Yep. Yep. If you wait 1 second, I can give you one more. In the cooler, they're grab and go. I go grab some. Okay. So I find myself sitting there yesterday and just the image of this whole, and I just fall out laughing.
You can't help it. can you?
No.
I need to bring a copy of that in and put it on my desk.
Oh, Mary Ann. So this is the baby. It's 14 today.
Oh, what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna get
Dinner.
dinner tonight?
Yeah.
He's an infant, like newborn, right?
Um,
In this picture, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
stayed with us and we had no place to put him.
Well, that works,
That
doesn't
works.
it? Oh, how, he's 14?
He's 14, taller than me now.
Oh, look at that baby. Isn't he beautiful? This is a little chunker? Was he the one?
He
that had the
wasn't.
rolls?
That's the
Oh.
skinny one.
Oh,
I saw it first thing this morning. I was like, oh my
oh.
gosh.
So the first one is the chunker.
First one is the chunker,
Oh my.
but he's also like 18 inches taller than me. So it worked. It worked out. This one, he had like, he was thin. He's a cutie now. He's tall with that voice coming in and that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's squeaky. Oh my gosh. Division 1. Mr. Bowditch? Uh-oh. Oh, you're muted. Thank you.
I'm telling you, I was sorry I was muted and I was muted, so it didn't
No,
work.
as long as people can hear me, I don't care if you can't see me. But Division 1 just came on and I wanted to make sure they could at least hear. Who do you have, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have a Scotty Justice to be arraigned on a warrant. Is it you? They have you listed, or is it Magistrate Hinman?
It's Hinman.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason the Sheriff's Office loves you.
Well, I love you all back.
Yeah, they put you down for
I'm
everything.
happy to see you, but no, it's not me today.
Yeah, I love seeing your name on there because you're
I lost him.
They always show back up, Mr. Hadley.
Well, Caitlin, I can tell you while we're off the record, whenever I can find Mr. Daly back here again, I am going to be asking for just a discovery order on this one. I think he wants to take a look at the police report.
Certainly, you don't need a discovery order. I'll just send it over to you.
Okay, thank you. And if there happens to be any body worn camera or anything, I think it would be useful in our analysis.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Your Honor, I'm a little concerned I may have lost him.
Yes, but he had popped in and out.
Oh,
before
previously?
you even
Okay.
got to him. So as soon as he shows up, I'll get his case called and get him on his way.
You know me and technology. I just want to make sure I hadn't done something.
And if we get to be towards the end of the docket and he hasn't reappeared, my thought may be that he misunderstood your directions on leaving the breakout. We'll just get him called and get notes put in the file for a new date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Mays. You're muted.
I didn't unmute. I hit the button. I said, if you don't mind, Judge, thank you. Good morning. We're going to give my client a couple minutes to log back on. She was trying to get her video to start working.
Okay.
And did Sultan Trans, did they zoom in or?
I have not seen them as of yet.
All right, we have that resolved, but that's a civil infraction only, an overweight.
I have that file pulled, and if their representative appears while wrapping up with Ms. Jasinski, I'll get the case called.
Okay.
Okay. I wonder if this iPhone is her. No, she should have reappeared with the same name. Ms. Jasinski?
Yes.
This is 22 HR 036520D. This is Huron Township versus Jennifer Jasinski. May I have your appearances, please?
Caitlin Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township, Your Honor.
And good morning, Your Honor. William Mays on behalf of Ms. Jasinski. Ms.
Ma'am, state
Jasinski,
your
state
name.
your name for the record, please.
Jennifer Jasinski.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial in this matter. Mr. Mays, how are we proceeding?
Insofar as the arraignment is concerned, Your Honor, I'd waive the reading and ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. In terms of the pretrial, the prosecuting attorney and I have had an opportunity to discuss the case. She's offering to dismiss the original charge, reducing it to operating while visibly impaired. I've advised Ms. Jasinski of what the maximum penalties for that are. I've also gone through with her explicitly her advice of rights and the rights that she has. She's prepared to waive those rights and tender a plea of guilty to the operating while visibly impaired. And we've also discussed the maximum possible penalty and possible collateral consequences to that offense. Is that correct, Ms. Jasinski?
Yes, correct.
Ma'am, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Although Mr. Mays has made his record, I still want to go over the fact that You understand that if the court accepts your plea of operating while visibly impaired this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes,
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or stand cross-examine witnesses put forward by the prosecutor.
yes,
And ma'am, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
yes,
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
no,
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
yes,
Ma'am, is it true that on April 23rd, 2022 in Huron Town, which is County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you were operating a motor vehicle while you were visibly impaired by alcohol?
yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mays, would you like to inquire further of your client?
Sure. Ms. Jasinski, how much alcohol did you have to drink that night? Approximately.
I would estimate 7 to 8 drinks, a combination of a beer and shots.
Okay. And did the amount that you consumed, did it impair your ability to operate the motor vehicle?
Yes, it did.
And did you take a breath or a blood test?
Yes.
And do you recall which?
Breathalyzer. I
Do you
believe it
recall
was
what the result was?
0.17.
And looking back at it now, in retrospect, you feel that the alcohol that you had consumed was a little bit too much and that affected your driving?
Yes, it did.
Okay. Judge?
Satisfied, Ms. Foley Carter?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea of guilty to the added count of operating while visibly impaired. The original charge of operating with blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more is hereby dismissed. Because this is your first appearance, there have not been bonds set in this matter, but as much as you've retained Mr. Mays and appeared timely and appropriately, your bond in this matter will be set at $5,000 personal. You're not to purchase, possess, consume any alcoholic beverages during the pendency of this matter. This court's policy with alcohol offenses is to refer the matter to probation for interview and sentence recommendation. The probation department is also the part of the court that schedules the matter for sentencing. Your case is hereby referred to probation for their interview and sentence recommendation, ma'am. They will be reaching out to you by phone and by email. There will be forms for you to complete, interview for you to complete. So please respond to their efforts to communicate with you so we can get this matter on track to be scheduled for sentencing, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Foley Carter?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Mays?
I'll add for Ms. Jasinski, I'm going to give you a call here in a few minutes and kind of talk to you about everything that happened, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All righty. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too. Oh, wait, Mr. Mays, no, not a great weekend. We're waiting for Sultan.
Okay, I will pause my video then. Ms. Jasinski can log off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
These are 22 HR 05348. A, B, and C. These are Huron Township versus Robert Hotchkiss. Oh, Mr. Mandel, your client's in with the clerk's waiting for his information to be verified, but as soon as he comes out, I'll get him called and get you on your way. And Mr. Daly has not reappeared. Yes, Mary Ann, thank you. Mr. Mandel, Mary Ann's pulling your client out. You'd already spoken to him about the plea that we've taken this morning.
Your Honor, this is Attorney Mark Mandel, were you speaking with me? Just for whatever reason, everything's disconnecting.
I'm having a slight technical issue on my end, but yes, I was speaking to you. Mr. Mandel?
Yes?
Okay,
Oh,
Mary Ann just pulled your client out and we're ready to proceed. My question to you was, had you already spoken to him and were you ready for the plea, or did you need to discuss this matter with him?
we're ready, Your Honor, and I already spoke with the prosecutor. We're ready to go. Yes.
May I have your appearances, please, in this matter?
Caitlin Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township, Your Honor.
Mr. Mandel,
Yes?
I just needed your appearance, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry again. Mark Mandel on behalf of Robert Hodgkins.
Mr. Hodgkins, state your name for the record.
Robert Hodgkins.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the pretrial in this matter. Mr. Mandel, the court's received communication from you that your client will be tendering a plea of guilty to operating while visibly impaired, with the understanding that the original charge of operating while intoxicated, the PBT refusal, and the expired plate civil infraction would be dismissed. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Mr. Hodgkins, raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down. Mr. Hodgkins, is it your understanding this morning you'll be tendering a plea to the added count of operating while visibly impaired, and all the original charges would be dismissed?
Yes.
You understand that if the court accepts your plea in this matter, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
Yes.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily. You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Mr. Hodgkins, is it true that on June 10th, 2022 in Huron Township, which is County of Wayne, State of Michigan, you were operating a vehicle while you were visibly impaired,
Yes.
and that you had consumed alcoholic beverages sufficient to put your blood alcohol at 0.12,
Yes.
and that affected your ability to operate your vehicle?
Yes.
Mr. Mandel, would you like to inquire further of your client?
I do believe that meets the requirements, Your Honor. If the court is satisfied, I'm satisfied.
Satisfied, Ms. Foley Carter?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Hodgkins, the court accepts your plea of guilty to the added count of operating while visibly impaired, dismisses the original charges, the operating while intoxicated, and 2 civil infractions. The next step in these proceedings, sir, is that the matter will be referred to probation department, in as much as the offense is an alcohol-related offense. The probation department will do an interview with you, and they will make the sentence recommendation to this court and schedule the matter for sentencing. They will be reaching out to you by phone and by email. Please respond to all of their requests for contact and communication, okay? Oh. Uh-oh. No,
Oh, looks like they grabbed him.
no, no,
Yeah.
I
Uh-oh.
see. It's okay. Mr. Hodgkins?
Yes, I'm back. I don't know why it transferred me to the other room.
No, it's not you. The clerk's office pulled you in. They want to verify your information, but we were in the middle of something.
Okay.
I was saying to you that the court accepts your plea of guilty to the added count of operating while visibly impaired. The operating while intoxicated and the 2 civil infractions are dismissed. Because this is an alcohol-related offense, your case is going to be referred to probation. They will do your interview and sentence recommendation, schedule you for sentencing with this court. They will be emailing and calling you. That's why the clerk's office will verify your contact information. Please respond to their emails and phone calls so that they may make that sentence recommendation, get your file back to me to have your sentence imposed, okay?
Okay.
Anything else, Ms. Foley Carter?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Mandel?
No, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Hodgkins, now they're going to move you back in with the clerks. They'll verify your email, phone number, and everything else that probation needs. Sir, good luck. I'll see you at your sentencing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Hutchins, can you go back into that meeting room? Is there an invitation for you?
No, it really, it sent me there and then it sent me right back and I don't see anything on here that lets me go.
Okay, let me try it again.
Okay.
Your Honor, I am ready to proceed on that Sultan Trans at this point. I've been given authority.
Okay. We didn't have an appearance from you, but I'll note your appearance in the record when Ms.
Very good. Yeah, I've represented them many times and I told them this was going to be a freebie.
Wait, Mr. Mays with a freebie?
I know. It's like I've got just so much good oozing from me.
I need to save this video clip because clearly I've never heard those words
Right,
come out of your mouth
right.
before.
So, but they contacted me just a couple of days ago. They have posted a bond already, Your Honor. So they're going to actually get a couple of dollars back when this is all said and done.
The court turning money and Mr. Mays giving a freebie.
Right.
Mr. Hadley, you need to note this day.
Recorded for
As soon as
posterity.
Ms. Foley Carter comes back out, here she is. We'll get this matter called 22HR, excuse me, 02637OI. This is Huron Township versus Sultan Transport. May I have your appearances, please?
Caitlin Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township, Your Honor.
And William Mays on behalf of Sultan Trans. Your Honor, today was set for, I believe, to set aside default. They had a driver that didn't report a ticket to him on an overweight from the frost laws. Total fine on it was $2,335. The prosecutor and I have agreed to reduce that to $1,650. A bond in the amount of the $2,335 has, my understanding, been posted with the court. And so Sultan Trans should get a bit of money back.
And Mr. Mays, you've indicated to the court that you have full authority from Sultan Trans to enter such an agreement.
I do.
And Ms. Foley Carter, that's an accurate representation of the agreement reached between you and Mr. Mays?
That is accurate, Your Honor.
So Fulton Trans is responsible for $1,650 in fines and costs for being overweight. The previously entered bond or previously posted bond will be applied to this outstanding amount. The balance returned to Sultan Trans at the address in the court's file, less any fees due to the court for the processing.
Very good. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Everybody have a great
Anything
weekend.
else, Mr. Thank you.
All righty.
Mr. Bowditch, you're ready with Ms. Patton?
Miss Patton waived, Your Honor. It will be just be an adjournment.
I'm sorry, Foley Carter, you cut out for a second. You said that Ms. Patton is waiving?
She waived, Your Honor. That's correct. It will just be an adjournment.
This is 2 to HR 06367 OM. This is Huron Township versus Monica Patton. Ms. Patton, state your name for the record, please, ma'am.
Monica Patton.
Ms. Patton, Ms. Foley Carter, the prosecutor for Huron Township, indicated that you're waiving your right to have the assistance of the court-appointed attorney this morning.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Okay. How long of an adjournment, Ms. Foley Carter?
Your Honor, Miss Patton just needs to follow up with Country Meadows to take care of any sort of trespassing statute. So I leave it up to the discretion of the court.
Is the 11th date too soon? Ms. Patton, can you do what you need to do within the next 2 weeks?
Yes.
At 9:30, Judge?
August 11, 2022 at 9:30 a.m. Back on Zoom, back with me in courtroom number 1, Ms. Patton.
Okay,
Court will
August
mail
what?
notice to your attention.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Bowditch, somebody's waiting for you, Ms. Boyce.
Your Honor, I'm trying to, Miss Boyce is having a problem getting out of the breakout room. She had waived, but somehow I found her in our waiting room. And so I put her in my room, but she doesn't have the ability to get out of the waiting room. Get out of the breakout room, I mean. Who
I'm
knows?
trying, Judge.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get her out.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, looks like Maria's in there.
Maria was just in the main session. Maybe she went to help her out.
But I did have a chance to speak with Miss Boyce, Your Honor. I believe this is an ID problem where someone used her name. we may need some sort of identification issue or something.
Well, Mr. Bowditch, my only concern is that she's showing as waived. Are you representing her in this matter?
Oh, ma'am, I just had a conversation with her because I found her in the meeting room.
Okay. This is 22 HR 063660M here on Township versus Georgina Boyce.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Boyce, turn your video on for me, please.
I'm sorry. I thought it was. There we go. There we go. I don't know how to do none of this. Start with my video. Okay, there you go.
There you are. State your name for me.
Georgina Marie Boyce.
Ms. Boyce, the way they have you labeled indicates that you're waiving your right to have the assistance of the court-appointed attorney this morning. Is that accurate, ma'am?
Yes.
And you intend to proceed on your own this morning?
Yes.
Ma'am, today is the day and time set for your arraignment and pretrial. Ms. Foley-Curry, have you spoken to Ms. Boyce?
I did initially speak to Miss Boyce, and she did disclose that there were identity problems, which is why I thought it was best that she speak to an attorney. I have no problems with an adjournment to get some body cam footage, and we can go from there.
How long of an adjournment are you looking for? The August 11th or the August 25th date?
Could we do the August 25th date, Your Honor?
At 8:30?
Ms. Boyce, you'll return to court on August 28th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. back on Zoom, back with me. In the meantime, Ms. Foley-Carter will retrieve body cam footage. I believe Mr. Bowditch's indication was that someone may have used your identity and this trespass issue may not be appropriately assessed to you. I'll adjourn the case in its entirety, arraignment and pretrial, so we'll do everything on that next date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I'll see you back here on the 25th.
Okay, you have a great day.
You
Thanks.
too, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, yeah.
Hey, Jeff, can we hop in your meeting room real quick? I've got a co-defendant that I just met with of one of the other clients, so I think I need to pass him to you.
All right.
I just want to talk to you real quick so we don't have to beat the same ground that I just covered with him.
All right. So what do you want me to do, Josh?
Let's jump into your meeting room if that's okay.
All right. I'll go in there and I'll meet you in there.
Did you two want me to fill you in on what's going on with that case?
Yeah, that would be fun. Do you want to hop in and join the party?
I would love that.
All right.
They're having a party in the breakout. Nobody invited me. I like the party. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So I didn't bring the final.
Hold on. But you have his phone. I love it.
No, I have my phone.
Oh, he
I just
forwarded it
took a
to
picture
you?
of his. Last name is Graves. First name Brent.
So,
I told Robert to stop.
ooh, see, right here is where the problem starts. That's where the problem starts.
Mhm.
But then you have this.
Right.
Where's the eviction?
He didn't keep going. Oh, it's not on
No,
there.
no, that's not.
Seriously, it's on mine.
No, it's, yeah.
Huh, that is weird because it's on mine downstairs. when I
Oh,
look at
no, up here.
it. Oh, okay. I'm
I'm
I
like,
don't
wait,
see it.
I'm
Yeah,
looking towards the,
that's right,
okay.
that's because, but yes, no, he didn't appear at the motion set aside. He said, I don't know if it was, Rocco told me that part about he didn't know. that he was supposed to appear or something. I didn't ask him when he came in. I just told him I wanted to see this stuff.
But then you have this that you all would have mailed out.
Yep.
So, is it possible to get a hold, if Rocco has he done anything?
No, he called me before he did because the gentleman told him that he had a Sarah and it had just been approved in July.
Can you get,
Yep.
well, if it's approved, that doesn't need money.
No?
No,
Oh, I thought it was.
I've
It was
approved you, but I haven't mailed the check out yet.
Right,
So if
right,
you're
yeah.
not paid, I don't know if you want to contact and see if what they want to do.
Okay. So we don't stay it just because he gave us this.
He gave it
So
while,
confused about all.
he gave it while it's already in process, because if he's had that, then what should have happened is that he followed up on this.
Right.
So you didn't know you needed to appear here, but you knew you filed something.
Right.
So what did you do? What have you done for the last 3 weeks? Because you should have, was that attached to the motion?
I don't believe it was. No.
See, that's the problem.
And that was on the 6th. And if it says he was approved on the 5th, why would he file that on the 6th?
And that's why I'm wondering if it's attached to his, if he attached it here, and I don't remember. And that's why, if you.
I'm so sorry. Barbara. I had it and I just, I've been Taylor, and then I was talking with Taylor, turned around and left it and I got halfway up here and I'm like, I can't file it.
Is
Maybe I won't need it.
wave, I'm in the middle with Huron, but if you wave Rocco off.
Yeah.
Call Kat's office. I'll be down in a minute to look, well, not in a minute. I'll be down when I'm done. I'll be down when I'm done with the docket.
Have him stay here or?
If Rocco's going to leave, then no, he doesn't need to stay. If Rocco's hanging until you find out from Kat's what's going on, that's something different, because there's no point in him being at
There he
the
goes.
scene of this right now.
We both tried at the same time.
I think,
You all misbehaving. I swear.
well, I think we finally got the defendant, Mr. Pat Thomas, in with Jeff, which is what we needed to get accomplished. I found out
I've seen him
why.
moving around.
Yeah, I found out why I lost Mr. Daly. Mr. Daly and Mr. Thomas are using the same device. So they will, when we're done with Mr. Thomas, we can recall Mr. Daly. He's going to pop back up on the same smartphone. Mystery solved.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to say this the right way. Are the cases connected? Should they be called together, or are they just, oh yeah, okay. Not oh yeah, but okay. Really? Fred? Oh, I didn't even know he left. Whew. Man. Oh, I was gonna say, I thought Fred, I wasn't sure if he'd fixed it, but no, it's not fixed.
Yeah, the video there for a little bit was just going like black, and then I could see everything again. Every now and again, now it's throwing in like the crazy squiggly color lines. So I don't know if that helps with IT, but let them know we got squiggly color lines on there now too. So that's my troubleshooting.
He was here. I didn't realize he was gone, but he had been up here for about 45 minutes. This has been going on all week.
Oh,
This is the first time I've been able to use the system since Monday, so I might pull my laptop back out if he. We'll figure it out.
We're getting through.
I say we'll figure it out, but that's a big fat lie. Fred will figure it out. Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
We're ready on Mr.
This
Thomas,
is-
Your Honor.
This is 22 HR 063450M, Huron Township versus Pat Thomas. May I have your appearances, please?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Yes, it is Pat, P-A-T, Thomas, T-H-O-M-A-S.
Thank you, Your Honor. Or thank you, Mr. Thomas. Your Honor, we have had a chance, I believe there's also an arraignment, so we would waive formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this. Mr. Thomas wishes to plead guilty to this ordinance violation, which would be firing off fireworks on private property. Even though it's a large field, safe location, still private. He understands that now. With the understanding it would be taken under 771 for a period of 90 days, 3 months.
90 days?
90 days, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Thomas, raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you swear or affirm testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Sir, you were able to meet with Mr. Bowditch this morning and discuss this case?
Yes.
Is your understanding that you'll be tendering a plea of guilty as charged to the use of fireworks in violation of ordinance?
Yes.
You understand that the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor?
Yes.
And sir, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
I'm not, man, but I'm just trying to make it go away. Like I said, the whole situation, I felt like, okay, I just moved here. I did make it, like the lawyer said, ignorance is not above the law. Like I said, I didn't know. I heard fireworks going off around me. I thought I was going up to a safe area, and apparently not. It was still private property. So I didn't get a chance to read my handbook when I moved in. So I was just trying to entertain the kids, Your Honor. That's all I was doing. I wasn't trying to shoot them at people or do any of that. I was just entertaining the kids. So,
Mr. Thomas,
yes.
are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Thank you. Satisfied, Ms. Foley Carter?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, Your Honor. Defense is satisfied.
Mr. Thomas, the court accepts your plea of guilty to the use of consumer fireworks in violation of local ordinance. As Mr. Bowditch indicated, the sentence in this matter will be deferred so long as you do not.
I'm sorry, you keep on.
So long as you commit no further violations of law in the state of Michigan over the next 90 days, the court will pull the file and review it for administrative dismissal. The court will also assess costs in this matter. The cost is $150. So are you able to pay that within the next 5 days?
Yes.
So, Mr. Thomas, what it is pay the $150 within 5 days. Don't have any new criminal cases in the next 90 days.
I definitely won't.
Will be dismissed, okay?
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I was just trying to entertain the kids, man. Hey.
Mr. Thomas, I understand completely.
It hurt my soul.
There's big fireworks up here. I love to see it, but we have to be careful and cautious. Is Mr. Daly there with you?
Yes.
What's on your finger?
It's just like when I'm nervous, so like I get the.
Mr. Thomas, why are you nervous? I'm an absolute
I mean,
delight.
because Your Honor, like I said, I kind of felt like it should have just been. It was the 4th of July. I wasn't shooting them the night before. I wasn't shooting them in the trailer. I felt like it should have just been met with the warning. Like I would have got that. I wouldn't have did it no more. I would have been like, hey, cool. But I felt like it was just, I don't know. It was under the circumstances of where I kind of stay in, and I had my family out here and the kids were out here. Like I felt like it should have just been met with the warning, and everybody, like anytime you have the kids say F the police, like that's not a good look. So that just hurts. It hurts my soul. Like,
Mr. Thomas, I hear you and I understand, but do me a favor. Tell this story on how you have to pay $150 for letting off fireworks. It is state law. It is a local ordinance, I'm sorry. And sir, then other people will look into it and not do it. And that's the
I could have left though. I didn't even know.
I know, Mr. Thomas, I hear you. And we'll have the same conversation with Mr. Daly. I appreciate you, sir, but please give the device to Mr. Daly or have Mr. switch seats with Mr. Daly.
Okay.
And Your Honor, if I can entertain a very brief sidebar with Miss Foley Carter.
Before?
Yeah, just real quickly before we
Okay,
go on the
no.
record on Mr. Thomas.
No, go ahead with her. I'm going to step off for a moment. I'll come back
Okay.
out and call Mr. Daly's case. Mr. Daly, give us just a few moments.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll go to yours, Josh.
Okay.
Doesn't look like we have anybody else, Caitlin.
No, nobody wants to see.
Quiet day.
It's more fun when Rob's on my docket too.
Rob is just more fun. I mean, he's
something.
And Mr. Thomas, we're off the record, but once we go back on, we're just basically getting a new date. This should only take a few more minutes. So just hang with us.
Okay, he stepped away. I'm here now.
Oh yeah, I'm calling you the wrong name now, Mr. Daly. Sorry.
I'm like, okay, because he just went to go get in the shower because he's got to work.
Wait, who's getting in the shower? Wait, what? You see what happens when I walk away? You people just go off the rails.
Having a little fun time.
Mr. Daly, I appreciate it. Mr. Thomas was so nervous. I don't know why. Are we ready on
Well,
Mr. Daly?
Yeah,
we are.
We're kind of both fidgeters, so I'm even like, thumb wrestling myself. So yeah.
I didn't know there was a thumb war this morning. Okay. This is 22 HR 06344 344 OM. This is Huron Township. versus Stephen Daly. Daly, may I have your
Daly.
appearances, please?
I'm sorry?
The attorneys know.
Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township. Your Honor, sorry, Mr. Daly.
Aye.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Stephen Daly. And
State your
we're
name for me, sir.
okay, Mr. Daly, your turn.
Okay, what am I? Thumbs up?
State your name,
please
sir.
state your name for the record.
I'm so sorry, Stephen Daly.
Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial in this matter. Mr. Hadley, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we'll stand enter a plea of not guilty and waive the formal reading of the arraignment. Did have a chance to meet with Miss Foley Carter. She's going to be providing some discovery materials for us, and we would just like a new date for a pretrial.
In the interim, Mr. Daly, the court's going to set your bond at 1,000 personal. You do not need to post any money, but what you must do is participate in these proceedings until this case is resolved in its entirety and it appears directed by the court. The adjourned date will be
August 11th at 9:40.
8/11/2022. What time? 9:40 you said?
9:40. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Back on Zoom, back with me. I'll make a notation to file that discovery has been requested. Anything else, Ms. Foley Carter?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Hadley?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Daly, I will see you back here on August 11th, sir. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye, Mr. Daly. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Okay, so just leave the meeting now?
Yep, hit leave meeting. You're good to go
Unless
for
you just
today.
want to hang out.
Well, I mean, I gotta, go to work too, so.
Have a good
All
day
right.
at work, sir.
All right, thank you. You guys have a good rest of your day.
It was funny. I knew I heard his voice in the background at one point. I'm like, are you with Mr. D? He's like, yeah, he's right here. Like, turns out I'm like, oh, okay, here we go.
He didn't want to take that deal?
No.
Wasn't that the funniest thing? You have these two huge guys and they were nervous, and you get these young kids in here who just, they don't care. Yeah, I know.
I was getting, I found myself starting to fidget more too as he was doing it. I'm one of those people, I kind of mimic like body language when I'm seeing people do it. And I started kind of doing the same thing.
But as I tell people, lack of knowledge about a court system is a sign of good character.
Mm-hmm. What it is.
Yeah, some of my my max assigned appellate cases, there are some individuals who seem to know the Michigan criminal court rules better than I do, which is always concerning.
That's troubling.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the young people.
The jailhouse lawyers, like you guys, you've been reading way too much on this issue. I'm all for an education and self-bettering, but yeah.
Maybe not the guy in the cell next to you.
I've only had to conflict out once or twice where I'd realized that I had inmates housed at same facilities who had started like powwowing about what was going on, and it would come up through conversation, like, no. You two don't co-chair each other. I got to get you both new attorneys.
Mr. Bowditch and Mr. Hadley, the only thing that I see remaining are 11 o'clocks, which are civil infractions. Our last misdemeanor matters were scheduled at 9:30. You are welcome to hang out while I do the failures to appear. Don't feel compelled to.
No, Your Honor, I'll probably leave.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'll hop out and save the time, but I am available at my desk. If for some reason you guys need to recall one of us, please just reach out to me.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Good to see everyone. Jeff, Caitlin, have a great day. Your Honor, you as well.
Bye, gentlemen. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
These are 22 HR 05349 A and B. These are Huron Township versus Nicollet Sellers, the matters were scheduled for pretrial, arraignment and pretrial at 8:30 a.m. It's now 10:14 a.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, the civil infraction speeding ticket will be deemed in default. And a show cause will issue in the misdemeanor operating while intoxicated. This is 22 HR 06180OD. This is Huron Township versus Daniel McCray. Matter scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9 o'clock. It is now 10:16 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear as directed by this court, show cause shall enter. These are 22 HR 06127 A and B. These are Huron Township versus Jacqueline Rogala. These matters were scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9 o'clock. It is now 10:16 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear as directed by this court, the A file, which is a speeding 16 to 20 over, is deemed in default. And a show cause will issue the misdemeanor matter of operating while intoxicated. This is 22 HR 06342OT. This is Huron Township versus Jalen McKnight. The matter is scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:10 a.m. It's now 10:17 a.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear. The misdemeanor open intoxicants in vehicle will be set for show cause. Ms. Foley, part of the next thing I see is scheduled at 11 a.m. If you want to either log off or go dark, I'll see you back here at just about 11.
Great, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. Mary Ann, I'm going to go down, I'll bring you these files and I'm going to go tend to Sandy's issue.
Okay.
Thank you. This court will stay in recess.
Hi, Marianne. If you're there, I'm going to admit the officer just so that I could pull them in and talk to them.
Just me and you, huh?
No, Caitlin's here with the officer. They just went into a breakout room.
Oh, good.
Hey, what did you mean? The 1650 was the number that the prosecutor and Mays came up with. Right. Because I think, I don't know how I wrote it in the file. I thought the file said apply bond, and it says 1650, it should be fines and costs. Okay. It says, yeah, okay, because you're making me think, I thought I wrote it all in there. You good? Thank you. No. Okay. Bye-bye. Marianne, it's a little warm.
Is it? Oh, but you've got your new robe coming.
Yeah, well. If Sloan or a representative is not here by 11:15, I'll take the default at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Garion?
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, ma'am?
Good.
What are you here for?
I'm here for BH Express. V like in Victor, H like in happy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Do you need to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, thank you, Judge.
We'll get you into a breakout room with her.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Are we ready on VH Express?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 22 HR 028450I. This is Huron Township versus VH Express. May I have your appearances, please?
Caitlin Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge. For the record, Marie Garion on behalf of the defendant.
Good morning. Today is the day and time set for the formal hearing in this matter. How are we proceeding this morning?
In lieu of the formal hearing, I did speak with counsel and we are prepared to reach a resolution.
And that resolution will be?
We will be reducing the fine and cost to $2,480, and we do not have a problem with 30 days to pay.
Ms. Guerin, you have the full authority to enter a plea of responsible in this case with total fines and costs of $2,480.
That is correct, Judge.
The fine is reduced to that amount, $2,480. The defendant has 30 days to pay. Anything else on behalf of Huron Township?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Garion?
No, thank you, Judge. Have a good rest of the day.
You too, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is 22 HR 02875I. This is Huron Township versus Sloan Petroleum. Ms. Foley Carter, the court notes your appearance indicates this matter was scheduled for formal hearing at 11 o'clock. It's 11:15 by the court's clock. The defendant has failed to appear. I see that V. Price from Huron Township Police Department is present and ready to testify in this matter. Ma'am, how would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, we would like the court to issue a default on the ticket.
Inasmuch as the defendant has failed to appear as directed by this court at our last appearance, default shall enter fines and costs of $4,571. Anything else in this matter, ma'am?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. The next one is at 11:30. The court will stand in recess until that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vinny, the video is much better now that you're in that room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Completely
audio.
different.
Yeah, you know, I liked viewing that chair that was all torn up with the dog biscuits in the back. It was a nice, a nice place, but this
Yeah,
is,
I got this whole room to myself.
yeah, look at that. No, it looks good.
Hi, good morning, sir. How are you? Oh,
Never better in my entire life. Thank you very much.
wow, that's a great answer.
If you believe that I have oceanfront land, it's in Nebraska, and for today it's for sale and it is cheap. So
Hey, do you need to speak with Miss Foley Carter?
yes, the city representative, if I could.
Okay, all right. Caitlin, are you going to pull them in with you?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Thank you.
This is 22HR 045180I. This is Huron Township versus Chris Thiel. May I have your appearances, please?
Caitlin
Good
Foley.
morning.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Now there's a standoff. Caitlin Foley Carter on behalf of Huron Township, Your Honor.
Morning, Your Honor. For record, Gary Gardner, P33729, on behalf of the respondent.
Thank you. Today's the day and time set for the formal hearing in this matter.
And my client would, with discussion with the city, assistant city attorney or township attorney, we've agreed to amend the charge to double parking. I have authority for my client to accept that. And we do plead responsible to the amended charge of double parking.
And Mr. Gardner, did you reach an agreement with Ms. Foley Carter as to the amount of the fine for the double
Fines
parking?
and costs for the initial charge, Your Honor, for the impeding traffic.
That is accurate, Your Honor.
$180 for double parking in lieu of the impeding traffic?
Yes, Your Honor.
And as much as Mr. Gardner has indicated that he has authority to act on behalf of his client, the court will enter a finding of responsible to double parking with fines and costs totaling $180. Sir, is your client able to pay that within 5 days?
We will make it happen, Your Honor. Yes.
Thank you. 5 days to pay. The file will be downstairs. Thank you both so much for your efforts in resolving this morning. Have a wonderful day.
Very good. Over and out.
You too. Thank you, officer.
Mary Ann, we're in adjournment to our 1 o'clock case. Thank you, Ms. Foley Carter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks, Mary Ann.
See you, Caitlin.
See you, Caitlin. Thank you. Your Honor, thank you.
Good to see you, sir. Take care.
You too, thanks.